right, what is good, family? This is Brian Lewis once again with another breaking news update. So in today's stream, I'm going to cover a couple of clips from a video that was just released today, okay, during the second day of Trump's impeachment trial. So this is breaking news. The video reveals Officer Eugene Goodman diverting the insurrectionist terrorists away from Mitt Romney and former VP Mike Pence on January the 6th, the day of the failed coup attempt inside the U.S. Capitol. This is important because he very likely saved Romney and Pence's lives, or at the very least prevented them from sustaining potential serious bodily harm, right? Take a look at this first clip. So we might be having some technical difficulties at the moment. While that buffers, let's see. What's up, everybody? What's up, chat room? Hello, Courtney. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Shannon. Thank you for joining us as well. What's up, Joshua? What's up, Susan? Fat Mullins, Nan 59 or non 59, Chili Dragon, Tyler Hackner. I'm glad that everybody is joining us.
In this security footage, you can see Officer Goodman running to respond to the initial breach. Officer Goodman passes Senator Mitt Romney and directs him to turn around in order to get to safety. In this video, we can see the rioters surge toward Officer Goodman. Recall that the rioters are in red and Officer Goodman in this model is in blue. Watch Officer Goodman, who backs up the stairs. Although
you're on mute, Brian.
Oh yeah, all right, thanks. Yeah, so that video by itself was crazy enough, right? In the beginning, I think it was buffering a little bit, so you might not have seen it, even though I'm sure you've seen the video all over social media by now. But you actually see Romney and someone else walking down the hall, and then you see Officer Goodman sort of like running past them, telling them to run in the opposite direction, basically. But that's not it. There's more security footage that reveals the actions of Officer Goodman as well. So, of course, as we all know, he is a black man. Also, he played a critical role, a direct role in saving the life of Mike Pence, the former vice president. While Pence was fleeing, Officer Goodman was holding the mob back not too far away, right? So take a look at this next clip. It's from the same video, and you will see the same exact thing. No audio. Yeah. So okay, while that's getting started, or while he's getting that situated, uh, what's crazy about this whole thing is, as other people have already stated in the comment section in the chat room, despite all of this, because these senators knew this already, they're like the ones who are against convicting Trump, they already had this information. This is just the first time this stuff is becoming public, right? To think that you were they're releasing this to the public, and you're still going to have some of those senators that vote not to convict is a complete and absolute travesty. And these people do not deserve to be in office. I don't care. Well, I'm going to save my opinions for later, but watch this next clip.
Of Donald Trump to keep Congress, a separate branch of government, from certifying the results of a presidential election. As the rioters reached the top of the stairs, they were within 100 feet of where the vice president was sheltering with his family. And they were just a feet away from one of the doors to this chamber, where many of you remained at that time. I also want to show you a different angle from the security footage of Officer Goodman's acts. This video is on the second floor of the Senate wing of the Capitol. The red dot, as you recall, represents the insurrectionists. The blue dot is Officer Goodman, who led the mob away from the chamber just minutes earlier. On the left-hand side of the video, just inside the hallway, is the door to the Senate chamber. And watch how Officer Goodman provokes the rioters and purposefully draws them away from the door to the Senate chamber and towards the other officers waiting down the hall. The rioter seen carrying a baseball bat in this video is the same one we saw moments ago breaching the window on the first floor. While all of this was going on, Vice President Pence was still in the room near the Senate chamber. It was not until 2:26 that he was evacuated to a secure location. This next security video shows that evacuation. His movements are depicted by the orange dot in our model. The red and blue dots represents the location where the mob and Officer Goodman were, and where Officer Goodman led the mob away from the chamber just moments ago. You can see Vice President Pence and his family quickly move down the stairs. The Vice President turns around briefly as he's headed down. As Pence was being evacuated, rioters started to spread throughout the Capitol. Those inside helped other rioters break in through doors in several locations.
You can stop it. All right. Perfect. So here are my thoughts on all of this. Because like I said, these videos just came out today, mere hours ago, right? This is all obviously very insane. And for the first time, we are seeing how close they all came that day, which is something that this is why I've been saying that up until this point, because I knew, I didn't have the security footage, of course, but I knew it was obvious. They all came based on AOC's, eyewitness account and some of the others. We all knew this. And I wonder, where is Blue Lives Matter? Why does Officer Goodman not have a GoFundMe page up right now being promoted on every far right message board and in every far right app chat room? Oh, that's right. He didn't kill any black person, sort of, he didn't kill someone like me, because that's the only time you hear anything from Blue Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter has been non-existent this entire year, especially since the 6th of January. That just goes to show you how fraudulent they all are. Goodman actually saved the lives of one man for certain that day, and that was Pence, because we all know that they were coming for him. They had a noose and they had everything set up. They were coming after Pence for sure. So why has Pence stayed as silent as he has been throughout this entire ordeal? He hasn't said a thing. With Pence, it's been like mum's the word for some reason. While Pence was fleeing for his life and while his family was with him, fleeing for their lives, you know what Trump was doing? We already know this. Trump was tweeting from the White House, and eyewitness accounts say he was very happy while he was doing that, in full support of the mob. So this doesn't change my view on law enforcement overall or on defunding the police. So definitely don't get that twisted. But really, where was this guy's backup? Now, you know, the representative there says that, you know, he was leading them, you know, he was leading the mob away down the hall to where some of the other police officers were. But like in both of these clips, he was alone the entire time. Where was everybody else at? Why was he the lone man in these security cameras? You know, the black police officer going above and beyond while his fellow men in blue were taking photos with some of them. And then there was that other video that came out of the police officer in the rotunda, if I'm not mistaken, speaking and this might have been later on, I'm not sure in terms of the timing, but speaking very casually to them, speaking very nicely to them, asking them politely, can you guys just leave, you know, yada, yada, yada. While he was actually doing his job, right? Not to say that the others weren't, but I just find that very interesting. I find it very interesting how he was the only one there, it seems like. So I just wanted to share that because everybody's talking about that right now. And I do want to read some of you guys' comments. Like I said, thank you all for joining. And let's see. Hold on one second. So Sun Green says new Capitol attack footage shows police fighting violent insurrectionists from PBS. Yep, that's definitely what we're covering right now. And then Adrian says this is a treasonous act. If they don't get him now, get him locally. So, I mean, I'm not sure if you're referring to like Pence with regards to that, but yeah, like that. That's why I said I don't really even know why he's being silent throughout this entire.
That was a reference to Trump.
That was okay. Yeah, so Trump needs to be definitely convicted, for sure. He needs to be convicted. I don't know if he will be, but I don't see how these videos can be out there and just nothing is happening. Nothing actually happens. What message is that sending? And I don't want to like repeat myself too much from what I said yesterday and then what I said today on the morning show. I think you guys kind of get the gist of where I'm going with this. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that update. I'm not going to keep you too long today. And definitely follow me on Twitter @_BlackIntellect. And definitely check out our videos when we post them, whether it's the morning show or anything that I do. And just share, like, and subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. Thank you.
The Benjamin Dixon Show is only possible with listener support. Go to www.patreon.com/The BPD Show and support The Benjamin Dixon Show. If you like this episode, be sure to share, like, and subscribe.